Alright guys, how you doing? Welcome along. Thank you very much for checking out my channel. My name is Henry. I wanted to make this video just to introduce myself to anybody and give a little background of what the channel is about. It can be a little complicated at times, so I just wanted to express what my thoughts were on how I try to convey some of the creative thoughts I have with boxing, and just generally what I do cover, and just let you guys know and explain it a little bit better, and just show my gratitude to anybody that has watched already and anybody that will watch in the future. I really appreciate it, you know. So basically, you know, I started the channel really to teach boxing. You know, I've been a teacher for almost 12 years now, I think, you know, mainly for beginners, but I get a lot of my teachings from, you know, a very high level. I went to Gleason's gym. I got to New York in 2009 and just typed in boxing gyms and that one came up, and I just went straight there, and, you know, got my ass kicked for several years. But, you know, I learned a lot from there, you know, and it's like been such a blessing to me, that gym and the trainers in there. And actually my old trainer, I had a couple of trainers, one trainer from early on, and then my main trainer, Jihad Abdul Aziz. You know, he's like a father figure to me. You know, he really guided me and showed me a lot, taught me absolutely everything. You know, outside of the last few years where I've just been branching out and learning myself, but in terms of fighting, he really taught me everything. You know, I owe a lot to him, and you know, I'm actually going to try and get back in the gym next week, and I spoke to him just recently. I want to get another interview with him and sit down, and it's not really an interview, you know, he's my friend, so I just wanted to chat, have a little chat with him. He used to be a referee, so I thought that might be a good idea to bring in a different angle, but we'll talk about boxing as well and just a few other things. But you know, yeah, like I said, he's a major blessing to me. Don Saxby, another trainer in there, who's my mentor really, you know, just recently. In the last few years, I've been getting a lot of guidance from him. So I bring all this stuff into the channel, okay? And I try to bring, you know, some daily footage or weekly footage from the gym, whether it just be me teaching, whether it be just some clips here and there of what's going on. And just some people like to, I feel like, you know, boxing gyms are kind of a mystery to a lot of people, but I try to get in there and do some interviews with some of the fighters, up and coming fighters, that I'll be doing a lot more of as well. I've done a couple already, and I've got more lined up, more interviews. Well, I guess those are interviews, but more sit down chat. It's supposed to be just casual, but just so you get to know their story, because it's kind of beautiful. I'm talking about fighters that have just turned pro or a few fights in, and then some of the stuff they have to go through. It's really interesting. I also do cover fights as well. You know, I do breakdown fights, and I try to do it a little artistically, because I'm a creative guy. I can't help myself. You know, I'm a musician, I'm a DJ, I'm an artist really, and a lot of that I'm going to try to bring more through it, you know, in the videos up and coming. I've got several exciting projects coming up, I already think, and you know, one of them being this Bivol documentary that I've been talking about a lot. I'll leave actually the intro at the end. I've got a Matthias Paro fight breakdown film study coming up very soon. I've made a documentary on Uzbeks. I try to you know, I'm gonna get back on teaching boxing for beginners. So if you are a beginner and you want to learn boxing, I can really help you. I really can. I've found a way to bring a very high level of boxing, but to beginners. Okay, so make it really easy to understand and get you to do a few things that are very simple, very quickly, to get your punches really, you know, a high level. And that's something I specialize in, is punching technique, from the science, from just from the talk, from the physical aspect, to just guiding fighters. And so you're doing this isn't quite right, from the impact to everything about a punch, you know, foot positioning, body weight, all of it. So that's something that I will be doing a lot more of recently. I just went to the park this morning and shot a video on the stance. I'll be putting that out hopefully, and I'll be going over all the punches again and putting, you know, a few little touches on it to make it a bit more contemporary, I suppose. But ultimately, I'm kind of all over the place, as you can imagine, which is why I'm making this video, because, you know, ultimately I cover boxing with, you know, as much passion as I can. I love the sport. It's been an integral part of my life, you know, since I was I want to say 2008. I was living on the West Coast in Seattle, and I started to really, I went to a couple of, if you can call them boxing gyms, they weren't really, but, I started to hit the bag then, and I didn't really know what I was doing, and neither did the teachers, to be honest. But when I got to New York, I really stepped it up, and I got into the blue collar amateur circuit, and I was sparring a lot, and as I said, I got beaten up a lot, but I learned a lot, and I fought a few times in the circuit, and it was amazing. And I used to spar a lot of top fighters, and they used to really help me. When I say top fighters, like open fighters, guys that had more than 10 fights. My very first fight was against a guy who was 2-0. I was 0-0. My first trainer at the time was like urging me not to take the fight. He's like, bro, don't do it because you got less experience. And I just wanted to get in there and fight. I just lost a split decision to him, but he actually ended up coming second in the Golden Gloves and then being like a 7-0, 8-0 pro. I don't know if he still fights. I don't think he does. I'll leave his picture up on the screen because that's the level of competition I was fighting at straight from the start. And even in the gym, I was really, really, really like, my teacher really believed in me. My trainer really believed in me. I could really fight, but I just wasn't as experienced or as good at the time. So I took a few beatings, but it was all good. But I'm here to tell the tale, and like I've got like this client Jeff that he came to me a few years ago now, a couple of years ago, but he was drinking, he was smoking a lot, he was really out of shape, and he was like, man, can you teach me how to box? And I was like, yeah, sure. Okay, because I really, when people come to me, I will get the best out of you. That's the thing. If you show up with your good version, I'm not saying it has to be the best, we can get there eventually, but you show up on time and you want to learn, I will get the best out of you. And I'll show you some clips from when Jeff first started training to where he's training now. Fish up 2, 1, done. Good. Keep going. 2. Last one. Good. And look, we could have done more if we'd have trained a lot more. We only train once or twice a week sometimes, but he really wants to learn. And when he's there, and I really push him through the limit. But I got the best out of him, and I teach all like ages really. I've got this young kid now, he's 12 years old, he's really, really, really talented. And then every now and then on like Mondays, I'll have a group of beginners as well. So I've just got a lot of experience from that, and I'm just trying to bring it through and help others, So if you are interested in that, I do that. I'll be doing that. So summary, I'll do fight breakdowns. I'll just do random artistic videos, like I've got one coming up on Boots Ennis and Philadelphia and his up and coming fight with the spirit of that city. I've got film studies that I'll make on certain fighters, like I won today. Henry LeBron is just a film study on his style. Like, I say film study, it's just me just watching some film and putting it on, and then maybe adding a bit of music in there as well, and just try to edit it as best as I can, and hopefully people can watch it and enjoy it. And wherever else goes from there, I just want to get the best out of myself, and that's a big part of this channel. Is like I'm really trying to get the best version of me and get the best content for you guys, so you can enjoy it and maybe learn something. And I'm also really open to comments and people talking and engaging with real boxing fans that I've got stuff to say too, because I wake up every day like I don't know nothing about the sport. I truly do. I'm obsessed with learning more, and I'm obsessed with this sport, and I spend a lot of time every morning, every day, all day, just looking at the finer details of it and try to convey it and bring it to you guys and show you clips of what I'm talking about and make it as coherent as I possibly can. But I'm always open to learning from anybody. Doesn't mean if you've been watching boxing 1 hour, I want to hear your thoughts, and I'm not going to shoot you down if you're wrong. You know, I'll politely correct you. But no, I'm honestly open to a good conversation. You know, we don't do the fanboy thing on this channel. But look, I really just wanted to let you guys know who I am and what I'm trying to do with this channel, and you know where I'm going, because like I said, it's a little complicated, but ultimately I cover boxing with a passion. I would love to articulate it and show it to you as best as I can, and I've really got some big plans for this channel that I want to take, you know, to another level. I've been saying that for a while, and I want to keep pushing, and I'm not going to stop. So I just want to say thank you for anyone that's tuned in, any subscribers already, anybody that's watched the videos, anybody that liked it or didn't like it. It's okay, it's all part of it, you know. I want it to come from here, and that's the big part of this channel too. When you watch videos and you like it, hit the like button, and if you didn't, don't. It's as simple as that. But for now, I'll leave a few little clips at the end of me teaching, and maybe the Bivol documentary at the end. It's it needs some narration, so there's not the narrating part, but you know, it's like I try to put my video editing skills to the limit. But anyway, I feel like I've been rambling. I'm about to make this Jack Catterall, Josh Taylor 2 video later today. I've got this Henry LeBron film study coming out later today or tomorrow morning, and I'll have this intro up probably tomorrow, which is Wednesday. So once again, thank you very much. My name's Henry, Boxing on the Edge. Appreciate it, I truly do. Thank you very much. And if you are looking to learn boxing and get the best version out of yourself, hit the subscribe button, because I've got so many videos coming for that, and motivating videos as well, because like I said, I'm about to get the best version of myself. I'm really trying. It ain't easy. Anyway, that's it. Peace and love. Key is not to overcommit too much on this. Fish up 2. Last one. Done. Done.